Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I have 60 seconds to talk with my face. Thank you. It's Raptors opening night for most basketball fans in this city and around the world. Tonight brings excitement, the feeling of what could be. But my general emotions going into this evening don't revolve around excitement. For me, it's about relief. Deep weight off your shoulder relief. Because tonight, the Raptors open their season, and this young man is still around. Scottie Barnes. Reigning NBA Rookie of the Year, a name you heard mentioned over and over when it came to Kevin Durant trade rumors this past summer. Durant wanted out of Brooklyn, and the Nets were looking to cash in big. They reportedly asked Raptors hierarchy about Barnes multiple times. Toronto refused. And because of that, Barnes, who just turned 21 years of age a few months ago, will wear Raptors colors. Well, was the threat of Barnes leaving really real? Who knows? Thankfully, it didn't happen. He is going to be special. Go get him, Raptors. Eric Smith, Sportsnet 590, The Fan, joining us. I don't want to dive back into the, how real were the talks for Scottie Barnes in Brooklyn, but was there like 1% of you concerned during that stretch in the summer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt that Kevin Durant was available. I mean, he was out there and he was being shopped around, and multiple teams were interested, including the Toronto Raptors. And you just have to, do the math easily yourself. If the Brooklyn Nets were looking to make a trade, they're going to be looking for your best young player, whichever team they're dealing with. So absolutely, that would have been part of the conversation. And I know you and I discussed it over the course of the summer. I would have been beyond reluctant to give him up. So I'm in lockstep with you that I'm quite happy, quite pleased that the Raptors ultimately didn't make that move and that Scottie Barnes still is a Raptor. And I'm quite thrilled and very interested to see what the future will be for Barnes and the Raptors.
Eric, I mean, listen, you've forgotten more about basketball than I'll know. So I'll put this on your plate. At what point do you realistically expect a young superstar to really become that 20-point-per-game guy in this league? Like, what are the realistic expectations for Barnes this season?
I think, Sid, and this is just me, I'm not as concerned necessarily about the point total. I'm not even concerned as much if there's a little bit of a drop-off, whether it be in points, rebounds, assists, whatever it may be, as long as the impact on winning is still what it was last year. That's where I wanted to see the rise come, because this is a better team. This is a deeper team than it was last year. It's even more versatile than it was last year. So the role that he had to play last year, it's now just about kind of amping it up a little bit more, realizing that if you want to be considered among the upper echelon of the East, let alone of the NBA, everybody's got to pull in the same direction a little bit more. But it might mean individual numbers come down a bit because everybody is doing that much more individually to make the collective team that much better. And I think that's where I'm at with him. So when I look at where the bar is set for Scottie, I love the fact that what he's talking about right now is impact on winning from the defensive end of the floor. If you can still continue to rebound and distribute the ball and play that point forward type 6'9", 6'8" point guard, also scoring, et cetera, maybe stretching it out with your offense, but then on the other end, lock down players, whether it be in the post or at the point or in the middle, playing 5 different positions, being an all defensive type guy, that's the bar. I'd be more impressed if we're talking about him as one of the best defenders in the league than I would be if he's, is or isn't an all-star in year 2. That stuff's going to come. But if you can be that difference maker, on the defensive end, it could be massive for him and thus massive for the team.
Eric, 30 seconds. Opening night for the Raptors. Does it ever get old?
No, it doesn't. Feeding my ego perhaps a little bit here off the top when you're like, and this man's still here, this young man, I was like, oh, that's nice, Sid. And then you said Scottie Barnes. So I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm still here too. Yeah,
you still look like you're 12. It's fine. It's fine. You're the basketball Benjamin Button. We all know this. Eric Smith. Eric Smith, Sportsnet 590, The Fan. With permission, I'm going to bug you a lot this year. It's going to be a fascinating one. Enjoy tonight. Say hi to everyone for me. Take care, man.
Anytime. Thanks, Sid.
See you, brother. Eric Smith has been covering basketball in the city for a long time. Does it very, very well.